I blinked and then my vision in my left eye got blurry.
Oh, so you had a goopy.
Yeah, I powered through it.
That's good.
Like for you.
Thanks.
I tried not to ruin the take.
I don't think you did. Hi guys, I'm Anna.
And I'm Brian.
And we are those annoying vegans.
And this week is Valentine's Day.
And although we feel that Valentine's Day should be every day, we wanted to take this opportunity to make something pink.
That's right. And of course, heart-shaped, because Valentine's Day is a day of love. And since it is a day of love, our recipe shall also be cruelty-free. We're going to be making some strawberry cupcakes, and since most cupcake recipes include dairy and eggs, of course we're going to veganize it with some non-dairy butter, non-dairy milk, and flax eggs.
And as always, this recipe is delicious, affordable, and easy to make.
So let's make it!
Let's make it! Look how cute! Beet juice, guys, your natural food colorant. Even the cupcake part itself, baked pink. If you don't have access to food coloring or you don't want to use food coloring, there's always beets, and it's not going to taste like beet. And you can add as little or as much as you want depending on how dark you want your cake batter or your frosting to be.
A lot of store-bought frosting. Totally vegan. A lot of it's even palm oil free.
And our strawberries are hand dipped in Simple Truth chocolate morsels. They're vegan and they carry them at Ralph's and Kroger.
No milk. They're semi-sweet.
I wanted to take them to my acting class this week. No one's vegan yet. Every time I bring my snacks and my food, everyone's like, oh, what's that? And they try and they like it.
Do people ask you if everything's vegan?
Yes. Is that a vegan sandwich? It's a sandwich.
Is that a vegan orange? Is that a vegan banana?
No, because you have to understand that a lot of people have never even, this has never crossed their mind, their path at all. Cheers.
I like the top got a little crispy.
Oh, the cupcakes,
yeah. The cupcake top.
And you can get pink sprinkles.
Or red and pink. These are really good.
They are. They're really good. I was so excited about these. And yes, they have sugar.
Oh my gosh.
What cupcake doesn't?
It is refined carbohydrate, so it's not the same as eating a potato. This isn't exactly
This
a
is
health
not
food.
a health food. This is a Valentine's Day food.
People are so worried about the sugar in cupcakes. Guess what? Cupcakes also have a lot of fat and cholesterol, especially if they're made with eggs.
Flax eggs work perfectly.
Of course.
You can't even taste eggs. Like, you wouldn't be able to tell that these don't have eggs in them.
Eggs do that counterintuitive thing, as Neil deGrasse Tyson has pointed out, which is when you heat it up, it turns into a solid, which normally, when you heat things up, they turn into a liquid. Eggs are the opposite. But that doesn't mean that they're healthy or natural for us to eat. You can leave them out. Instagram pic.
Instagram. Okay. Let's talk about love.
Want to talk about love? Valentine's Day is all about love, guys. And so is veganism.
Yeah.
Vegan is love.
Love is an open door. Okay. Can't hit that note.
That's okay. The thing is, we hear a lot of non-vegans and vegans alike say things like, well, how are we going to get all these people on Earth to just magically care all of a sudden about cows, pigs, and chickens? Like, if people don't care, then they don't care. You can't make somebody care. And the thing is that people don't not care. We've just lived in a society long enough that has dug the caring out of everybody's heart. It's already there. People already love animals.
Think about when you were a child. Think about children in general. What child doesn't go bonkers when they see an animal, any animal, cow, pig, squirrel? They don't discriminate. They have a special relationship with animals that I feel like we've forgotten. You go to a toy store, everything is animals. Anything that's not a doll or not cars is animals. What does the cow say? Moo! What does the pig say? Reading the books, and they're all about animals. So what happened? We're teaching children to love animals while at the same time feeding them animals, so they grow up with this disassociation, and then they become adults.
The child doesn't put together that, oh, it's a chicken nugget, it's actually made of a chicken. Those are two separate things, usually, in a child's mind. And also, why do you think slaughterhouses have no windows, and they're usually in rural areas, away from everybody, just completely out of sight? Like,
except for the one in downtown LA. Remember, people were complaining about the stench?
the smell. Yeah.
You're eating the stuff. But for the most part, you go to North Carolina, and all the pig farms are in the low income areas.
I mean, if slaughtering all of these animals to eat them was totally cool with everybody, why wouldn't we just be more open about where the food comes from? It shouldn't bother us if we don't love animals.
Right.
Because who cares? It's just a bunch of pigs screaming in pain.
Fact is,
We do.
we do. I think everybody does. Empathy is necessary for society to function. So what can we do to help others reconnect with that empathy that is natural to us as human beings, but that we seem to have lost over the years when it comes to animals that we eat?
We think something that really helps is asking people, what is the difference between a dog and a pig, for example? People love dogs, people love cats, people love guinea pigs and rabbits, and they don't love cows and pigs. So what is that difference?
They do love them, but they know they have to disconnect.
Yes.
So how can we bring back that connection? How can we reawaken them?
You could do it with love.
With love, because love begets love. Just try to be nice about it. Don't be mean, don't be forceful. Keep your emotions at an even keel, because emotions can be uncomfortable for some people, because no one wants to feel like they're causing harm. You know what I mean? That's why people get so defensive and they start saying dumb stuff.
Like lions, though, and canines, though. And...
Yeah, because they're literally panicking inside. They're like, well, am I? No, but this is what we do. This is what we've done for centuries.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
And it's totally, yeah, and everyone does it. I mean, what? And hopefully when we raise our kids, we can be honest with them and explain to them that the animals that they're reading about in these books, that the toys that they're playing with, that the animals that they see at the sanctuary, these animals are not for eating. Because teaching our children that we can hurt those we love is not conducive to a clear idea of compassion and empathy, to making that connection later in life.
So on this day of love that's usually applied from one human to another human, we can apply love from humans to animals. I mean, just look at Instagram. How many posts are there of people with their dog or their cat or their rabbit or their guinea pig? Or even people will see a deer in their backyard and think, oh, it's so cute. People pet cows, people pet pigs.
Yeah.
People hug chickens and turkeys. It's there.
It's there.
I mean, the love for the animals is there.
Like the BuzzFeed people.
Yes. BuzzFeed did a video where they promised a bunch of bacon lovers that they were going to taste test a bunch of bacon, and then they brought in baby pigs.
And guess what they did? They didn't say, oh, but where's the bacon? No, they were completely and utterly enthralled and distracted with the little pigs, and they forgot about the bacon.
There's another BuzzFeed video that we've mentioned before on this channel that had a pretty big impact on me. One of the first Mike the Vegan videos that I ever watched was about this very BuzzFeed video. A group of BuzzFeeders, they go to a chicken farm, and they want to have the experience of killing and defeathering and cooking a chicken from start to finish. And a lot of them had really, really strong emotional reactions. I mean, one guy was crying after he slit the throat of a chicken. If we're carnivores and we're supposed to eat meat, why would that bother you?
I guarantee the average person will not want to kill any animal. They did this at a grocery store, I think it was in Brazil, where they had like a free sausage sign or something, and people went up to the stand and they were like, oh, you want free sausage? They pretended to put a little pig through a macerator. People were crazy. They were like, how dare you? And it's like, dude, where do you think it comes from? They were so mad. Again, people feel more comfortable cutting that cord.
You remember too the video where they had a milk stand set up and people were tasting it, and then they go, ooh, what kind of milk is that? And they go, oh, it's dog milk. And people were irate.
Oh yeah.
Furious. Like, how dare you serve dog milk? Oh yeah, because drinking the milk of a dog is weird.
I mean, it is, but you know, you're drinking the milk of a cow, so what's the difference?
Basically, the love is there, guys. We already love animals. People already love animals. That's what the vegan bros always say. They say if you're against animal cruelty, you're already 90% vegan.
Yeah.
So the diet's just the last 10%. So embrace the love and share the message of love with love. There's a lot of love.
There's a lot
in one
of
episode. And now for some vegan news.
Vegan news. Israel is probably one of the most vegan countries in the world right now. 4% of Israel, that's 300,000 people, are vegan. That's the highest vegan population per capita, I think, out of all countries.
Highest percentage. Thanks in part to Gary Yourofsky.
Yes.
Did a lot of talking over there in Israel.
In honor of the annual Knesset Animal Rights Day, Israeli lawmakers went vegan for a day, enjoying animal-free foods instead of beef and chicken at the Knesset cafeteria. They got to wear those VR glasses and watch slaughterhouse footage. This might potentially have a big impact on future laws in Israel. I mean, imagine if they did that here.
Israel is so vegan, in fact, that Domino's tried out their vegan cheese for the first time in Israel.
In 2013.
Yeah, it did well.
There's a health insurance company in Israel, too, called Klal Insurance that has a Vegans Pay Less program. Vegans get lower health insurance.
What?
We actually just heard about something similar here. There's this company, it's a startup, Health IQ. They raised $81 million to give vegans cheaper premiums on life insurance.
So going vegan could actually save you money. It's so weird because everyone tells me it's really expensive to be vegan. Next up, Rooney Mara.
One of my favorite actors.
Yes, she's very good. She and her friend started a vegan clothing company called Hi-Wraith. Not really sure how to pronounce it. The article said she was looking for a pair of vegan combat boots, which is like really hard to come by, especially a pair of boots that are going to last you a long time and still have that leather look without the actual dead cow skin. She mentioned that, you know, you can go to certain stores and you can get non-leather stuff like non-leather purses, non-leather belts, but they're cheap, they don't last very long, and while they are animal cruelty-free, they're not always human cruelty-free. And so she wanted a line of clothes that were made in the USA. She doesn't use silk, no wool, no fur, no leather. It's good.
That'd be fun to go. We should go visit. That's so cool. I like when actors do that. You know, they have such a big influence.
Yeah, I think people don't realize, especially young people, you know, like huge YouTubers that are teenagers may not realize that you have a huge influence. You have a massive audience.
Yeah.
Your words go out to so many ears every week, every time you make a video. And so if you have that kind of massive audience, it's kind of your responsibility to share a positive message, because with great power, there must also come great responsibility. I read that in a comic book one time. Super applicable to veganism, as well as wall crawling and web slinging.
Guys, thank you so much for watching as always. And if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. We like seeing those thumbs up. And we like seeing the thumbs down too, because it means we're reaching people who are not vegan.
Yes, and if you haven't already, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you will be notified when we have a new video that comes out.
And follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. We're very active on Instagram. And we have over 6,000 subscribers on YouTube now. Close to 2,000 on Instagram. So let's do a little crossover action and share some stuff. We make our own memes too.
We do.
And if you make any of our recipes and you tag us, we will follow you back. And we will stay in touch, because that's what we do. We like talking to people.
And as always, thank you so much to our patrons on Patreon. You guys are amazing. And if you like what we do and you would like to support the channel, you can become a patron on Patreon too. The link is in the description.
Bye.
Bye.
Gracie May showing off her belly.
Hi, Belly. Hi, Belly.
Hi, Belly.
Belly.
Hi, Belly.
Hi, Gracie.
Oh, look at this. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, the stretching.
Let me see. Baby May.
Emmy has not only started iTunes, but has played a System of a Down song. Emmy Boo.
Hermoso beso, boo boo boo, boo boo boo.
Look at this. What is that?
It's a white patita. Really? Did you have a good nap? That was an open door. She's a little bit cute.
You're worth it to me.